Beloved, pause inside your heart for a moment. I see you. Even when life feels noisy and full of chaos, I am here with you. These words are not random. They are meant for you. You have waited for a sign that you are not forgotten. This is that sign. I speak because I love you, not to frighten you, but to lift you. I know the quiet ache you carry. I know the prayers no one else heard. I saw the nights that felt long and heavy. Every tear mattered to me. I have been closer than your breath, holding you when you thought you stood alone. My compassion has surrounded your life like shelter. You measure time in days and weeks. I see a wider story. I see doors prepared with your name on them. Seasons shift even when it looks still from where you stand. The delay you feared would never end is narrowing. Paths are changing shape. I am not warning you to make you anxious. I am waking you to hope so you do not miss what is opening. What you lost is coming back multiplied. Type "Restore it, Lord," if you believe. The world often says there is always another day. I tell you, today is holy. Your life matters to me right now. Distractions told you your struggle was small and your prayers were lost. That is not true. Every pang, every search for a sign drew me near. Heaven is paying attention to this very moment. You stand at a quiet threshold, closer than you think to what I promised. You have wondered if anyone truly sees you. You have worn strength like a mask and kept going when you felt tired and unseen. I saw you. When courage faded, I stayed. The gentle stirring inside you now is real. It is my love reminding you I have not changed my mind about you. You ask, why now? Why move when I don't feel ready? Because waiting without listening has a cost. I have reached for you in thoughts, dreams, and small nudges. Many times you hoped a better time would come. Beloved, this is mercy meeting you in the present. This is kindness before a window closes and a new one opens. I want you awake to it. Every small yes makes room for my presence to work in ways you can't yet see. Every long delay builds walls around the very things your heart longs for. I do not weigh you on scales of success or failure. I look for a willing heart. Surrender is not defeat. It is the doorway to peace. In surrender, confusion softens and fear loosens. Here is the exchange I offer. My peace where there was panic. My steady truth where there was fog. My rest where there was striving. You asked for a sign that I remember you. Think of the times you nearly turned away but stayed. Think of the softening of your heart when hope flickered again. Think of light through a small crack that made you believe for one more day. These are not accidents. They are gentle marks of my hand guiding you. Your name is written on my care. This word is for you, the one who feels a pull toward something deeper. I am drawing you close and lifting the heavy coverings, fear, shame, and the old stories that tried to guard you from pain. This is mercy calling you back to joy. Regret does not have to write your next page. Hope is not a memory. It is a present gift. Sit inside the truth of this. You belong to me. When doubt rises and you ask if change is possible, know that I am patient with your questions. I do not rush you. I do not grow tired of your voice. Bring me what worries you. Set down each concern in the light of my love. My understanding has no edge. It meets every fear with compassion that does not end. You are not the sum of old mistakes. You are not the name of yesterday's storms. You are who I say you are, seen, chosen, held. Gratitude will help you notice it. When you notice even small beauty, morning light, a kind word, breath that keeps going, let thanks rise. Gratitude shifts your eyes from what is missing to what is already provided. In that shift, you receive fresh strength. Do not wait for perfect certainty to hope. Trust grows while you walk, not before you move. When worry loudens, let it remind you to speak to me. Tell me what hurts and what tires you. I do not ask you to hide anything. Our closeness grows not because you conceal your struggle, but because you share it. My promise is not that every storm ends at once, but that you will not face them alone. I am the steady hand over your life. Release what was never meant to sit on your shoulders. In my timing, nothing is wasted. Not quiet days, not slow hours, not hidden work inside your heart. Humility will be your courage. As you yield your plans to me, freedom grows where fear once lived. Your family and those you love are also in my keeping. Speak their names to me with trust. My love for them is strong and wise. You do not have to fix everything. Let the relief of my care rest over your concern. I protect, comfort, and renew beyond what you can see. Let your day be shaped by attention to my nearness. When you feel overlooked, hear me speak your true name, mine. No closed door can lock out my purpose for you. If regret returns or comparison steals your peace, come back to the present. New beginnings are born here. I am not only the God of great victories, I am also the God of quiet renewals that build a life of peace one moment at a time. You are learning to receive rather than to constantly strive. Even one small choice to trust can grow into a field of calm that holds you long after today. I am rewriting the lines that fear wrote over your story. Where you see delay and smallness, I see preparation and growth. My voice leads you by promise, not pressure. You worry about being enough. I look at your honest heart, your choosing of kindness when it would be easier to turn away, your steady prayers for those you love. I see every small faith. My timing is not a punishment. It is a careful ripening. I am shaping you to flourish, not only to arrive. When shame tries to define you, listen for my voice. I call you by a new name. Forgiveness is the river running over your past. When you fall, I do not withdraw. I lift you. You are mine, fully loved and fully invited. This identity does not shake when feelings change or when circumstances are hard. Rest and know that my provision can move quietly and still be certain. Peace does not come from control. It comes from trust. Doubts may visit, but they do not rule here. Each morning is a fresh beginning with enough grace for that day. My love is not fragile. It holds steady under every wave. Nothing is wasted, not pain, not waiting, not tears. I turn what felt empty into ground for new life. Let a simple thank you rise in you now, even if it feels small. Let peace become your compass. When you feel the urge to step back from hope, remember, I shaped you for courage that looks like love. You are walking deeper into the story we write together, one yes at a time. Release the need to perform. I am not grading you. I am guiding you. When you feel unqualified or tired, hear this again. You are being equipped for every good thing. My grace is the strength and wisdom you need. Bring your attention to this moment. I am here. I know your questions and your longing for more. The warmth that reaches your heart is real. It is my nearness. You are invited to rest in it. Your journey has held storms others never saw. You were never abandoned. I have carried the weight you could not. If you wonder why hard things were allowed, know this. I bring deep healing in the quiet places where you finally let me in. Struggle is not a sign of failure. It is often the place where new life begins. In the stillness, I give you revelations you could not hear in the noise. A new chapter of blessings is being written for you. Type new chapter to receive. You have not missed your moment. You are not too late. The change you long for is growing at the roots. The resistance you feel is often the sign that breakthrough is near. My timing is exact. My kindness is present even in delays. Your waiting is not empty. It is forming strength and wisdom inside you. The lie that you are forgotten breaks here. Speak truth inside yourself. I am not forgotten. You are chosen. You are seen. You are marked for more. Healing is not in a hurry, but it is sure. I'm not taking you back to what was. I am making something new from what remains, stronger, kinder, more whole than before. Soon you will see more clearly what I have been shaping. Until then, hold this simple certainty: I am with you. I am for you. I am at work for your good. Nothing can remove you from my care. Walk forward gently. Hope is alive in you again, and I am guiding you today and every day that follows. Beloved, remain in this quiet for a while longer. The world outside may still spin in noise, but here in this stillness my voice settles like gentle rain. You do not need to force understanding. You only need to let peace have room to breathe. Every time you pause to listen, you strengthen the bridge between your heart and mine. You may not realize it, but heaven watches with tenderness as you choose faith even in small ways. Each whisper of trust, each moment you resist the pull of fear echoes in eternity. Nothing you give in love or patience goes unseen. The unseen becomes the soil where miracles grow. I know the places in you that still ache for resolution. The corners of your soul that whisper, "Will this ever change?" Let me assure you, nothing in your life is stuck beyond my reach. Even when it feels like nothing is moving, I am working in ways too deep to measure. Like a seed buried beneath the earth, your transformation is taking root beneath the surface. Do not despise the slow unfolding. Growth rarely happens in an instant. It is born in patience, in tears, in nights when you keep believing though no sign appears. Trust that what feels hidden now will one day bloom in light. Your waiting is not wasted. It is preparation. There are things you have released, and in their absence you have felt both relief and sorrow. I see that tension. Some endings were necessary to protect what I am building. Do not look back with regret. I never take without restoring greater peace. I never close a door without preparing a new one perfectly timed for your steps. When fear rises and you wonder if you have strength for another day, remember, strength was never meant to come only from within you. It flows from my presence through you. You are not expected to hold everything together. You are invited to rest in the truth that I already do. There will be moments when your thoughts rush and your chest tightens with uncertainty. In those times, call to mind my promise, I am here. You do not have to pray with perfect words. Even a sigh reaches my heart. Even a tear speaks your longing, and I answer it with compassion. You have walked through seasons that stripped away false comforts. Now what remains is real. Your heart learning to depend on me, your faith stretching beyond what is seen. You are not being punished by discomfort. You are being refined by love. The fire that felt too hot was never meant to destroy, but to purify. The gold I see in you shines brighter now than it ever did before. Do not fear weakness. Weakness is where my strength lives best. When you stop trying to prove your worth and simply receive my care, peace finds you quickly. I do not love the version of you that never fails. I love you as you are. Growing, learning, softening, becoming whole. My beloved, every season under the sun has meaning. The dry spells teach dependence. The storms teach resilience. The waiting teaches trust. The harvest teaches gratitude. Together they shape you into one who knows the rhythm of grace. Unexpected money and resources are finding you. Type I claim abundance if you agree. When the night feels long, do not measure its darkness. Remember who holds the dawn. My light always returns. Even the smallest flicker of faith will call morning to rise again in your soul. You are never beyond the reach of sunrise. Lift your gaze when sorrow bends it down. You may not yet see the full picture, but I do. What you thought was loss was often the pruning that allows fruit to grow later. I am the gardener of your destiny, and nothing I plant in your life will fail to bloom in its season. There will come a day when you will look back and understand that I was with you in every shadow, every question, every fragile hope. The pain that once defined you will become a testimony of restoration. You will see that every closed door was guidance, every delay was protection, and every unanswered prayer was an invitation to deeper trust. Let your soul rest in that assurance now. You are not forgotten, not unseen, not disqualified. The same hand that formed you in secret still writes your story. The same breath that filled your lungs still breathes purpose into your days. So come back to peace. Let the noise fade for a while. Feel how even now in this quiet space I am weaving grace through every loose thread of your life. Nothing is wasted. Not one tear, not one moment of effort, not one silent hope. My beloved, hold fast to this truth. You are carried, not by chance, not by your own strength, but by love itself. Love that does not withdraw. Love that does not fail. Love that still believes in you when you have stopped believing in yourself. Stay here with me a little longer. Let peace settle deep past thought and worry until you can feel it pulse with your heartbeat. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded by a love that will not let you go. And when you rise from this quiet, know this: nothing has changed about my promise. I am still with you in every moment that follows. My mercy will walk before you, and my goodness will follow you all the days of your life. Beloved, let your heart stay open a little longer. You have walked through nights that felt endless, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still able to hope. That itself is proof of my sustaining grace. What you thought would break you has become the ground where your faith has deepened. Every hard season has built a quiet strength in you that even you have not yet seen. I know how weary your soul can feel when answers seem slow and prayers seem to echo in silence. But I promise you this: my silence is not absence. It is the soil where trust matures. Just as seeds rest unseen beneath the ground before they burst forth, your breakthrough is forming where your eyes cannot reach. I am shaping things that will surprise you with their beauty when they unfold. Do not think your faith has gone unnoticed. Every tear, every whispered "help me," every moment you chose kindness while you were hurting, all of it is recorded in my heart. Heaven does not overlook those small acts of courage. They are treasures more precious than gold. You may feel as if time is slipping by, but I tell you, nothing in your journey has been wasted. Even the paths that seemed to circle without progress were teaching your heart to hear me. Even the waiting was part of the design. What you thought was delay was protection. What you thought was failure was redirection. I was never withholding. I was preparing. Soon you will see why certain prayers were answered in ways you didn't expect. You will see that I was aligning your steps with a plan larger than your own imagination. You will realize that every not yet was really something better is on the way. When your heart grows tired of hoping, lean on mine. I have enough faith for the both of us. I never grow weary of holding you through your doubt. When you cannot see the future clearly, hold on to my character. I am faithful. I'm kind. I'm steady. I do not abandon the ones I love. The season ahead will not mirror the one behind. You have endured refining, and now you will see renewal. The ashes of old disappointments are becoming fertile ground for new beginnings. I am breathing life where you thought nothing could grow again. You will witness unexpected restoration. Relationships healed, purpose renewed, joy reborn. Be patient with the rhythm of what I am doing. My work is both gentle and powerful. You may not hear thunder, but you will feel peace. You may not see fireworks, but you will sense strength quietly rising inside. Transformation rarely shouts. It whispers. You have prayed for breakthrough, and it is nearer than you think. But before I move around you, I move within you. I calm your storms first so that when the blessings arrive, you can hold them with peace instead of fear. That is why I teach you stillness, to prepare your spirit to receive more than you asked for. I am restoring what was lost, but not as it was. I am returning it renewed, stronger, wiser, deeper in love. What was broken will shine with purpose. The wounds that once made you feel less will become places where light pours out. Beloved, I am not finished writing your story. The pen has not dropped from my hand. The pages ahead are filled with redemption and laughter you once thought was gone forever. You will see beauty rise from the very ground that once held your sorrow. When fear whispers that it's too late, remember, I am the God who brings life out of tombs, joy out of mourning, and beginnings out of endings. Nothing is beyond my reach. Nothing is beyond my repair. The anxiety in your heart is being replaced with peace. Type "I release fear" to confirm. So lift your eyes once more. The dawn is already touching the horizon. Breathe in the air of a new day. The heaviness that clung to your spirit is loosening its hold. My favor surrounds you like sunlight after long darkness. Every step forward will reveal my goodness in ways that will make you weep with relief and gratitude. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be for what comes next. My hands have never left you. My promises are not fragile. Every word I have spoken over your life will find its moment to bloom. Walk forward gently, not in fear but in quiet confidence. You are carried by grace that does not run out. You are stepping into a chapter that will reveal why you had to wait, why you had to grow, and why none of your pain was wasted. And when you look back, you will see that I was there through it all, whispering, guiding, healing, loving you into wholeness. Beloved, let your heart rest in the truth that nothing in your life is outside of my care. Even what seems delayed, even what feels broken beyond repair lies within the circle of my mercy. I have watched you carry burdens heavier than anyone knew, and still, your heart kept searching for light. I see that effort. I see the strength it took just to keep moving. You have believed that because progress is slow, I must be silent. But I am not absent in slowness. I am working in layers too deep for your eyes to see. What you call delay is often my protection. What you call silence is sometimes my tender preparation. I'm not withholding. I am teaching your spirit how to recognize me, even when my ways unfold gently. Each season of your life is a chapter of sacred purpose. The ones filled with celebration have taught you gratitude, and the ones marked with pain have taught you endurance. You have learned to reach for me when answers seemed far away, and that reaching, those unseen prayers, became a bridge between your weakness and my strength. You are never walking backward even when life feels still. Growth often happens in the quiet where roots deepen unseen. You have wondered why certain doors closed just as hope began to rise. You thought perhaps you missed your moment or misheard my voice. But listen carefully, child. When I close a door, it is not rejection. It is redirection. It is the act of love that shields you from what would have harmed you. Every no from me carries within it the seed of a greater yes. You will see this more clearly as you step forward. There are dreams you have buried because time and disappointment made them feel impossible. Yet I have never buried them, I have been guarding them. There are seeds within you, waiting for the rain of the right season. The time is near when you will see green shoots where you thought only dust remained. Do not fear to hope again. I am the keeper of promises, and I do not forget what I plant in a willing heart. Let go of the belief that you must always be strong. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the decision to stay open in the midst of it. When you tremble, I am steady. When you doubt, I remain sure. You do not disappoint me by being human. My delight in you has never depended on perfection. It has always been grounded in love. This week will carry news that shifts your life. Type, "Shift me, Lord," if you're ready. There are places in your heart that have been numb for a long time, waiting for healing that seemed too distant to hope for. I am touching those places now. The coldness that once felt permanent will begin to thaw. Joy will not feel like a memory. It will return as a friend. You will laugh again. You will breathe again without the weight pressing on your chest. I am rewriting the story of what was lost. The relationships that shattered will not all return in their old form, but their wounds will no longer define you. Where people failed you, I will surround you with those who carry my heart. Where betrayal tore trust, I will rebuild it with truth. Nothing that was broken will remain meaningless. From the fragments, I am crafting a new pattern, one more beautiful than what was before. You have often prayed for strength to endure, but now I am giving you more than endurance. I am giving you renewal. I'm exchanging your weariness for fresh fire, your disappointment for direction. The battles that drained you will soon give way to peace that restores you. My hand is upon your future, shaping it with precision and tenderness. There will be signs that my promise is unfolding. You will find unexpected favor, small openings that seem ordinary but carry divine purpose. Pay attention to the gentle nudges, the quiet ideas, the sudden calm that follows prayer. Those are my fingerprints marking your path. You will realize that I have been weaving answers into your days all along. Do not rush the process. The same sunlight that warms the flower also shapes the seed underground. My timing does not miss. I do not arrive late. The moment will come when everything aligns, not because you forced it, but because you trusted me through the waiting. You will know it is me when peace accompanies the open door. Lift your eyes from what has ended and look toward what is forming. The horizon of your life is bright with promise. The heaviness that once made you dread tomorrow will fade as my joy takes root. You will move freely again, not driven by fear, but carried by grace. And when that day comes when you feel the calm you once thought impossible, remember, it was not by your striving. It was by my steady love. The same love that held you in the dark will guide you into light. You are stepping into a season of restoration. What was broken will find its purpose. What was missing will be supplied. What was uncertain will be made clear. My plans for you are not fragile. They are sealed with everlasting care. Rest, beloved. The night is passing. A new morning is already beginning to unfold around you. My hand remains on your life, and my promise still stands. I will never leave you. I will finish what I began. The light of your story will shine brighter than the shadow that came before it. Beloved, as dawn unfolds its soft light across the earth, know that this new day carries my fingerprints. The very breath you take now is a quiet testimony that I am not finished with you. The world may measure days by the sun's rising and setting, but I measure your life by the unfolding of purpose. Even before your eyes open fully to morning, I am already beside you, whispering courage into your soul. You have wondered if today will be different from the ones before it, if hope will finally outweigh heaviness. Listen closely, it already has. The moment you turned your heart toward me, the tide began to shift. Every moment of surrender allows my light to seep deeper into the corners where worry once lived. I am not distant in your beginning. I am your beginning. Let this day be one of gentle renewal. You do not need to run. You do not need to earn what I have freely given. Rest in the quiet, knowing that my hand still steadies you. The world rushes to prove its worth, but you were never called to race. You were called to walk with me. Every step you take, no matter how small, is sacred when done in trust. You may look at your life and see pieces that do not fit yet, dreams half-built and prayers unanswered. But I see the masterpiece in progress. Nothing is wasted, not even what you call broken. The cracks in your story are where my light will shine through. The lessons learned through pain will one day be the wisdom that carries others to healing. Do not be afraid of the unknown before you. The path that feels uncertain is not empty. It is filled with my presence. Each choice, each moment of faith unfolds another part of the plan I wrote for you, long before you could see it. I go before you into every meeting, every silence, every challenge, every prayer. When you feel weak, remember, weakness is the soil of miracles. You do not have to hold yourself together. Let me hold you. My strength is perfected where your own runs out. My peace is not the absence of storms. It is the calm that holds you steady while the wind passes through. Beloved, I am not counting your failures. I am counting your returns. Every time you come back to me, even after doubting, even after stumbling, heaven celebrates. My mercy renews itself every morning like light spilling through the window, undiminished and endless. There will be days when your faith feels small, like a spark nearly gone out. Do not despise those sparks. They are enough. I can turn even the faintest flame into a fire that revives your spirit. Simply bring what you have, your tired prayers, your trembling hope, your unfinished strength, and I will make them whole. Today, speak life over yourself. Speak kindness over the places that ache. Speak truth when lies try to whisper that you are not enough. You are enough because I am enough within you. My spirit moves like a gentle river, carving new paths through what seemed unmoving. I will send small confirmations to remind you that I am near. A quiet peace where there used to be fear. A word from a stranger that answers what you prayed in secret. A warmth in your chest that has no explanation but love. These are not coincidences. They are evidence of my careful attention. People who once overlooked you will honor you. Type "My time has come" to claim it. Lift your eyes to the horizon. The morning light does not rush. It unfolds. So will your story. You do not need to force what I am growing. Let time become a friend instead of an enemy. The waiting is not wasted. It is where I weave depth into your soul. You will see restoration in ways that surprise you. Not all at once, but steadily, like sunlight melting frost. Broken trust will be healed. Lost confidence will return stronger. Dreams you thought were gone will awaken softly at just the right moment. I am aligning people, opportunities, and timing in your favor even now. Remember this truth. I am not preparing blessings separate from you. I am preparing you for the blessings. Your heart is expanding to hold what I am about to pour in. The healing you have received will soon become healing you can give. The comfort I have given you will overflow into the lives of others who will one day need your story to believe again. So breathe deeply and walk into this day knowing you do not walk alone. I have already gone ahead of you. My peace surrounds you like unseen armor. My hand rests upon your shoulder, my grace beneath your steps, and my love, unchanging, unshakable, moves before you and behind you. This day will not pass without purpose. You will see signs of my care in ordinary places. And when night falls again, you will look back and realize I was there in every moment, loving, guiding, healing, restoring. You are my beloved, and your story is still unfolding in my perfect rhythm. Nothing can separate you from my goodness. The same hand that lifted you through the darkest nights will guide you gently through the dawn. Stay with me. Keep your heart open. The best of what I have written for you is still on its way. Beloved, as evening draws its soft curtain across the sky, feel my presence settling over you like a calm embrace. The same light that guided you through the morning now folds around you as rest. I have watched each moment of your day. The quiet victories, the hidden weariness, the choices you made even when no one noticed. Nothing slipped past my care. You have done well even in your weakness, even when your heart felt divided between faith and fear. Rest now, for I am not a distant watcher but the keeper of your soul. When you finally stop striving, I begin to move more freely. You have carried much today. Thoughts, responsibilities, memories that stirred both joy and ache. Lay them down. You were never meant to fall asleep with your mind fighting battles I have already promised to win. Breathe deeply, my child. The air that fills your lungs tonight is a gift, a reminder that you are sustained not by control but by my constant nearness. The same spirit that hovered over creation now hovers near your pillow. The same voice that calmed seas whispers peace into your thoughts. You can let go safely here. I see how you try to hold everything together for others, how you carry silent concerns no one knows. You wonder if you've done enough, if your prayers reached me, if your love mattered, if your effort made a difference. Hear me clearly, yes it did. Every act of kindness, every word spoken in gentleness, every tear surrendered instead of hidden, has left ripples in eternity. What feels small to you echoes loudly in heaven. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not a collection of unfinished stories. You are my living poem, still being written. And tonight is another line in that holy verse. Even the pauses, even the questions that went unanswered belong to the rhythm of your becoming. I know the fears that creep in when the world goes quiet, the doubts that whisper, the regrets that replay, the worries about tomorrow. Give them to me, each one. Don't argue with them or hide from them. Just hand them over. I will take them and give you rest in their place. My peace is not fragile. It will hold even where your mind trembles. The universe is clearing your path of obstacles. Type clear the way if you trust. You may not always understand the pace of my plan, but you can always trust the nature of my heart. I am not withholding love, I am love. I do not measure your worth by your progress. I measure it by my promise, and my promise over you is eternal. Even as you lie here wondering what awaits the coming days, remember this. You are being prepared, not punished. The lessons of this season are not meant to break you, but to build something within you that will last forever. I am forming patience, compassion, and discernment in you. Qualities that can't be rushed but will shape everything ahead. Look back for a moment. You have survived what once felt impossible. You've grown through what once frightened you. And though scars remain, they are no longer marks of defeat but proof of endurance. They shine as reminders that light has always returned after darkness. When morning comes, you will rise lighter, not because all troubles vanish, but because you have learned to rest in me. The night does not erase your progress. It renews your strength. I restore what striving cannot fix. I renew what fear has drained. Even as you sleep, my spirit will weave peace into the corners of your soul that you cannot reach while awake. Listen to the quiet. Feel how it wraps around you. That silence is not empty. It is full of my presence. I am here watching over you, singing softly the song of belonging that only your spirit can hear. And when you wake, you will notice subtle shifts. A thought that feels lighter, a decision that feels clear, a burden that seems smaller. These are signs of the unseen work I do in rest. You will not have to earn your peace. You will simply find it waiting for you like morning light spilling through the window. You are deeply loved, beyond performance, beyond perfection, beyond understanding. My mercy follows you into every night and greets you in every sunrise. My angels stand guard around you. No darkness can overtake the one I call my own. So close your eyes, beloved. Let my hand steady your heart. Release the day. You are safe here, covered, cherished, and held. The stars above you shine by my command, the same command that speaks over you now. Peace, be still. Tomorrow will bring new light, new grace, and new steps guided by the same love that carries you through this very breath. Sleep without fear. Rest without striving. I am nearer than your dreams and faithful beyond your waking. You are mine, forever, completely, joyfully mine. Beloved, awaken gently. The night has done its quiet work. As morning light spills softly through the air, know this. You are still held, still seen, still chosen. The breath that rises within you is my reminder that purpose remains. I have watched over you as you slept. I whispered peace into the places that ached. I soothed the worries that lingered at the edges of your dreams. And now as you rise, I go before you into the new day that unfolds like an unopened gift. Do not rush. The world may urge you to hurry, to chase, to compare, to strive. But my rhythm for you is peace. Let your first thoughts not be of what must be done, but of who walks beside you. I am not waiting at the finish line. I am present in every step. The smallest moment of awareness, the simplest breath of gratitude draws heaven close. You may think the day before you looks ordinary, but nothing I touch is ordinary. Every sunrise carries mercy fresh and untarnished. Every task, no matter how small, becomes holy when done with love. Even the quiet routines that seem repetitive are building something eternal. Character, compassion, faithfulness. You are being shaped for things greater than you imagine. And today is a part of that shaping. Do not be discouraged by what you cannot yet see. Seeds do not show their roots while they grow. Much of what I do in you happens beneath the surface. Patience, resilience, kindness, gentleness. These are forming quietly, layer by layer, while you simply remain in me. You need not prove your progress. You need only trust that my hand is steady upon your life. I know the thoughts that rise when morning begins. The unspoken fears, the unfinished dreams, the memories that still tug at your heart. Let them come, but do not let them rule you. I am greater than the weight of your past and more certain than the unknowns ahead. Where fear would speak limitation, let my voice speak peace. Where anxiety would press you to control, let my presence remind you that surrender is strength. There is no need to wake with dread or self-doubt. I am not measuring you by yesterday's failures or today's potential. I see beyond your striving. I see the heart that longs to do right, the quiet wish to be faithful, the fragile courage it takes just to keep trying. Those are sacred to me. Those are enough. Walk into this morning knowing that nothing you face can undo my care. The same grace that met you in weakness will meet you in decisions and relationships, in challenges yet unseen. If the path ahead feels uncertain, remember this: I have already walked it. The answers you will need are already waiting along the way, placed precisely where you will find them. And when moments of frustration or confusion come, pause. Whisper my name. In that small space of awareness, you will sense me near. My guidance is not distant thunder. It is the gentle wind that shifts your thoughts toward peace. You will find that what once overwhelmed you now feels lighter, because you no longer carry it alone. A long-awaited miracle is closer than you think. Type "I expect it" to receive. You will encounter people today, some weary, some searching, some burdened as you once were.
Show them kindness.
Let compassion flow naturally. It is my love moving through you. You may not realize it, but your gentleness will speak my name louder than any sermon. The smile you offer, the patience you extend, the grace you give to those who cannot repay you, all of these become living prayers. If you are unsure what your purpose looks like today, let it be this: to bring peace where there is noise, to bring hope where there is heaviness, and to walk with light where shadows linger. You are my vessel in a world aching for love that does not fail. You do not need to know every detail of the mission. Your willingness is enough. Do not fear mistakes. Even when your steps falter, my mercy adjusts the path. I do not stand apart waiting for perfection. I walk with you in process. Every stumble can become a step closer when you bring it to me. Grace is not a reward. It is the air you breathe in my presence. There will be moments today that remind you of past pain, or perhaps show you how far you still feel from where you hope to be. In those moments, lift your head. You are not alone in the middle of your becoming. My spirit moves even there, whispering, "You are safe. You are seen. You are growing." Let those words be your anchor. Do not chase the approval of others. Their opinions shift like wind. Anchor yourself in my love. It is constant, unchanging, unmoved by time. When you walk in that assurance, peace will follow you like a fragrance that fills every room you enter. As the day unfolds, remember that my goodness is not far off in some distant promise. It is woven into the hours ahead. Watch for it, in laughter shared, in quiet moments of stillness, in the sudden warmth of gratitude for something simple. Those are glimpses of heaven breaking into the ordinary. And when evening comes again, you will look back and realize, I was there in every detail. I was the calm in your breath, the strength in your patience, the comfort in your thoughts. Nothing was too small for my care, and nothing too great for my power. Beloved, go into this day wrapped in peace. Let your heart remain soft, your steps unhurried, your eyes open to grace. You carry my light not because you have earned it, but because I delight to dwell in you. Wherever you go, my love goes with you, and that love will be enough for every moment you face.